The news that our state has been bracing for.
We learned just minutes ago, coronavirus in Michigan.
1 year ago, our world changed. Michigan joined other states in detecting COVID-19 the very same day voters waited to learn which presidential candidate won the state's Democratic primary.
Now, the case in Oakland County, that person recently had international travel. The Wayne County case, that person recently traveled domestically.
Within a week, Governor Gretchen Whitmer ordered schools to close, which ultimately moved virtual for the rest of the school year. Bars, restaurants, and a slew of other businesses closed down as Michiganders were told to stay home to stay safe. Visitor restrictions also went into place, isolating loved ones in long-term care facilities and hospitals, while also opening some nursing facilities to recovering COVID-19 patients, a move that continues to face harsh criticism a year later.
The only tool that we have to fight it at the moment and to support our healthcare system to respond is to give them the opportunity by buying some time.
We were all adapting to a new normal, working from home to slow the spread, scrambling to find masks and toilet paper. By April, a growing disconnect between the Republican-controlled legislature and governor's office became palpable.
All those in favor will say aye. Aye. Those opposed will say no.
And large-scale protests began to demand restrictions be lifted.
I'm a small business owner, and she's putting me out of business.
By the middle of June, bars, restaurants, and salons welcomed back customers statewide.
We're in a position where we can turn the dial a little bit more and re-engage.
Reopening whiplash really set in by July, when outbreaks at places like Harper's in East Lansing halted indoor bar service. Caught up in the varying restrictions over the summer were gyms and entertainment venues like theaters, which remained shuttered until September and October, respectively. The fall also brought varying approaches to getting kids back in the classroom and impacted our student athletes. On October 2nd, the Michigan Supreme Court ruled 4-3 that the law granting the governor's executive powers was unconstitutional, thus shifting mitigating control to the state health department. That same month, 7 months into this pandemic, we started to see a second surge. This time, West Michigan was hit the hardest.
But we have many reasons to be concerned.
Reopening progress was once again rolled back. High schools closed, the high school football playoffs put on hold, and winter sports were delayed. But as 2020 came to a close, there was finally hope. Pfizer's vaccine started rolling out of their Portage plant on December 13th. Then Moderna's received approval for emergency use a week later. Every week in 2021, deaths have decreased in Michigan. And as we neared a full year of COVID in our state, a third shot was approved. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine, produced by Grand River Aseptic Manufacturing in Grand Rapids, became the first one-dose shot on the market, a game changer as we try to put an end to this pandemic.